Today we're going to do an art flow called the Expressive Art Flow, and I wanted to do one like this to just kind of help you let loose and not really think about what's going on, just kind of let everything go. So we're going to scribble with a pencil. That's prompt number 1. 2, we're going to dab paint with a cotton ball. We're going to use sandpaper to add texture. Use our non-dominant hand to make brush marks. So if you are right-handed, use your left hand. If you're left-handed, use your right hand. We're going to scratch into our wet paint. I'm going to use this. And we're going to add splatters at the end. I mixed up a color with some burnt sienna and white and yellow ochre, and then some cerulean blue mixed in with those colors as well. So I have like a minty green or like a teal green and like a peachy color. So that's what I'm going to be working with today. All right, so let's get started. So first, we are going to scribble with a pencil. And I will tell you, I do this almost every single time I paint. It's just how I activate the canvas. I love it. It's complete expression. It's going to get covered up, so it doesn't matter what it looks like. So just go for it on that one. We're going to dab paint with a cotton ball. So let's see. I'll get some peach to start. And there we go. It gets a cool little texture going there. You can smear it. I know it says dab, but you can do whatever you want with the cotton ball. Dab is just an idea. Okay. We're going to use sandpaper to make texture. So I use sandpaper. I just stamp it into my paint and then stamp it on my paper. So I think sometimes it's easier if you have the paint on your brush and just paint it onto your sandpaper. And you can use any kind of sandpaper. Just make sure it's rough enough that it has some texture, because some of the really super fine sandpaper doesn't have enough texture to really do much. Oh, look, see, a happy accident. I got that cool splatter going on there. We're just gonna stamp it on. I love sandpaper texture. I think it's super cool. I'm already feeling like an ocean-y landscape vibe going on here. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, there's that. Put it off to the side. Next, use your non-dominant hands to make brush marks. Now, I did not specify how many brush marks or what kind of brush marks. You can just kind of play here. And using your non-dominant hand means that you have to let go of control. Because you don't have as much strength in that hand. And I actually hold it back some too, so that it is even looser. And just make any kind of marks you want with that brush. You can even switch it up. So that was a thick brush. I actually have a tiny brush here with some black on it. So let's see. I can do like thin black marks. That's kind of fun. You can see how loose this is. So for our expressive time, we're just letting the paint do its thing and having fun. Next, scratch into wet paint. So, okay, my paint actually dried really fast. Let me add, I think, you know what? I'm gonna add, before I scratch into the wet paint, I'm gonna add this on top of this blue over here, because then watch what happens. So put that on there. Then when I scratch through, I get those blue marks back. Isn't that so cool? That's one of my favorite things to do. You can do that with like dark under and light on top, or light under with dark on top. So fun either way. All right, next, add splatters. So, okay, I have my burnt sienna. I think I'm gonna do straight up burnt sienna to make splatters. I'm gonna get this brush wet. Get some burnt sienna on there. There we go. Cool. Fun. So that was all the prompts. So with an art flow, it's just a way to get you into the groove of creating. So you can keep going with this. You can keep working on this page. You can go to a next page and do all of the prompts over again. You could go back to the beginning and do the prompts over top of this one. Like I could go back and do, oh, scribble with a pencil again. Okay, well, I'm gonna scribble over here this time. And then you go back to dab with a cotton ball. Well, maybe I want to dab it with the minty color this time. So really, it's your art practice. You get to choose what you want to do. So I could keep going with the prompts over and over again just to see what happens. And so I just want you to play with this and use this time to just be in the moment, be in your sketchbook, and kind of push out everything else that's trying to crowd your mind and just get into it. I hope you enjoyed those prompts, and I would love you to share what you create. You can always email me. It's below in the information below. You can email me. You can definitely subscribe to make sure you don't miss any videos. And I would love to just have you as part of my community.